solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop over nail shoe. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail on the gang glow. Yeah, glow.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a band lead. Hanging like a war hall or like a band seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now. We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I said I feel like money on the line. I said I feel like Kobe in his prime, man. Do it for the city, not the gram. I'ma keep it real, 100 grand. Back then, they really didn't know me. But right now, they acting like we're homies. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. You feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Throwing on their first play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Ready?
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the middle. His first throw is an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. It's 2nd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Offense in the hurry up here. A throw for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Here we go, Shaq.
Broke through the tackle. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. He gets him 8 yards, but they still need 12 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw left side, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
Here's the snap on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for first down.
19 right. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offense...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A good pickup of 6 there, but still 13 to go on third down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Keely Ringo picks it off. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
The Steelers with some very good. First and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Here's a throw. Flush out now to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
Let's go.
They'll run with Johnson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd and 2. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Dicker connects there. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, shot, check out.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cooper DeJean with the stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offenses look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd. And they have to be thinking points here. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Boswell to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They are throwing it again. Touchdown, Cleveland! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let go.
2nd and 8. He finds Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw on 1st. Getting out to his left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. He's got it to his running back. Here he goes again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. After 26.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2 here, and that gives the Browns a first. They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns trailing in the early going.
Ready, set.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
They'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the... That one, he's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And the Browns pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out.
That's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Get it.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Setting up a throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Buffalo 18.
They're going for this. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Browns 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Let's go now.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Sack.
Trying again following the sack. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Looking to throw. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther. Ready. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. 5. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And the Browns pick it up. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland lead coming out of halftime. Step one is just making the hit, Brock. Step two, trying to knock the football out with that hit. That fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns cut the lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Connects with Johnson. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
He's running with it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ready?
Throwing now on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Throwing deep for the end zone. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Headed out right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely. Throwing it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Come on, set. Go.
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. David Njoku, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Check go.
They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The ball's out. He lost it. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Shut up!
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
And they pick him off again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Steelers get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game. It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On the set.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ha, ha.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up. It forces the incompletion.
He finds Laporta. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Tag, track at 60. Buffalo 18.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw it again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Warriors 70. Go.
Here he is to throw on 2nd down. Gets this to Johnson. Spins out of one stop. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Go.
From the 22 on 2nd down. That's complete to Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call him. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
On the ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this. Takes a pop and the ball comes out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Here we go. 70 rings. 70 rings.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
18 left. 18 left. Tag. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Still sticking with the passing game. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Austin put in motion right. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Go! 65 there, 65 there. Huh.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He finds Johnson. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and...
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a two-point conversion coming up. He's throwing for it. Buying some time right. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Okay, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come 19. Set up.
Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Now.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Another try following the sack. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Here we go, set. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
Ready?
Here go the Steelers again, lining up for 2.
Let's go now. Ready?
Looking to the air here. He's on the move. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Set. Set, go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Ready up.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Set. Ready.
To throw it on first down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fought.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of a great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Ready. Go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Connects with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. And the Steelers line it up to go for 2 once more. Running back sent in motion left. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. And a man is there to knock that away. And that one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Set. Here we go. Set. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Dropping back to throw. That one complete to Njoku. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run
you
it back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it
time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck or black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from... Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation.
play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm done. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah.